Hello guys, it's Ign Hl04 back with another Splinterlands video. And today we're gonna talk about the new upcoming proposals. First up, if you wanna see me more talking about those and if you want to just know what my opinion is, just tell me, then I will do this more often. Just write it in the comments. And if you say, nah, focus on gameplay, focus on building a deck, show me some strategies, then I will only do that. I'm really interested in your opinion because I'm doing this content for you guys. And let's hop right into it. First up, let's start at the bottom. Let's go for the add SPS rewards for Guild Bros. For me, that's a no-brainer because I like to play in brawls. I like to earn brawl cards. I think it's gonna be to add value to the guilds. Guilds now have a sense, not only and maybe there are no new guilds built. If you don't have a guild and want one and you are active and you want to donate some DSC, then you can join our guild. The Forgotten Legion is still trying to recruit some new members, and we are seeking for glory, so we're trying to upgrade everything. Help us if you want to and if you don't have a guild. Next up, I wanna talk about the price validated node license in DC. For me, one valid point there is I actually think node licenses are really expensive. Most of the small guys can't afford them. I think DSC don't has a lot of value in the game except from buying Chaos Legion packs. But I think it will also equally devalue SPS because SPS is gonna get more useless than because we need SPS for validated nodes, we need them for Rift Watches, and that's it. We don't need it for anything else. And I think it would be nice to have at least one source where it's only for whales too, but I think it would be better for the economy to keep SPS stabilized. Then I'd like to talk about the Rift Watcher packs in DC. For me, I have to say it because maybe it's a little bit selfish, I don't know, but Rift Watchers packs are really expensive. So it costs about, I don't know how much it costs currently, but currently costs about, where is it by now? 91 SPS plus 1 marcher. So it's 0.54 SPS. And that's really a lot. And for me, for a mini set, only, why can't you, what? Why doesn't it work now? Let's just do it again. So for me, there are only 853,000 packs sold. And I think they're too expensive. And I just want to show it to you with the cards. Because if we take a look at the current cards from every set, let's just go in regular and just go common and just see where the first Rift Watcher card is starting and what's compared to them. So the worst card is the Lemel Refugee, which I think it's not very strong because we have the Demon Shark. It's good, but it's not that good in the higher leagues. And the Legion Beast. The Legion Beast is one of the worst cards in the game. It only has Enrage and Knockout, which two abilities don't synergize together well. And I think this card is not really strong. And it costs 8 cents per BCX, and the max copy costs about $40. When you compare it to something on the same level, let's say what the Hill Giant is also a tank, it's a good tank and it only costs $15 a max copy. So it's twice as expensive as a Hill Giant. It only has one attack more and Enrage, but the Hill Giant is a main tank and it costs less mana. So I think for me both cards have the benefits, but they're equally strong. And it's double the price, or more than double the price. And for me, that's just too much. So I would also compare it to something like the Stitch Leech and the, where is it? the Dummak Exile. Both of them are sneak monsters. The Exile is a very strong card. I think it's a little bit stronger than the Stitch Leech, but both serve the same purpose. And I think a Dummak Exile for, I think it costs $115, 118, okay, for max copy is too much. I get it, the Deep Lurker is an amazing card, it's extraordinary strong, and it only costs $100. Especially what I want to point out is, he also gets Demoralize in the max level, and it's used really in nearly every water game. So it's not even as strong as the Deep Lurker, but it's still a lot more expensive. And that's, for me, that's too much. Also, what I want to point is the legendaries. Maybe the Infinite Rising and the Syvax Wool are a little undervalued, but all in all, like, if you see the first one is the Mordius. For me personally, this card should be higher valued, but it's another topic of the video. And Ra. Both of them, they are decent, okay, but I think they're not better than the Uriel or the River Helendale, because River Helendale at level 2, it's gonna be one of the best cards in silver for the water team. And also the Core Lurker and the Argo Longtail are valued more than a Yasek and a Wraith. One point to fix this would be just valuing this also in DEC to get cheap cards that also the small investors can play with those cards, like I am and most of you guys are, but we don't have the money to buy the high value cards, because 35 for a Core Lurker 1 copy, for me that's too much, and I don't think I will buy him if he stays this high. Also, the Rift Watcher sales stagnated, and in the beer market, it's okay, we are in a beer market, we still don't want to give them away for free, but I think Splinterlands should be something where the new cards can be played by everybody, like we had in the Ghost Card tournament. And that would help to access these cards to the newer audience and the audience who doesn't have a lot of money, like me. I can't afford to give out $5,000 for a max Rift Watcher stack. It's too much, it's only 43 cards. I get it for Chaos Legion. Those are a lot more cards. There the price is reasonable. But Rift Watchers, I think it's too overpriced. And then let's talk about the replace the CLP rewards with SPS. For me, that would give out too much SPS, and it would devalue SPS more. I think SPS is in a state where it's stable at 5, 6, 7 cents. I'm okay with 5 cents, I'm okay with 7 cents per SPS. But I am not okay with only getting about, if it drops down, if this comes through, then there will be, let's just look at it. So there you see the 20,000 DSC will be proposed to 2,000 SPS, then 825, so there will be 2, 4, 6, 600,000, and then there's also 75, so 675,000 SPS more printed, which is an enormous amount, which will drive up the selling pressure, which will therefore be bad for the future economy. We have too much DSC, yes, but do we want to have the same problem with SPS? Do you want to make the same mistake twice? And for me, it's just, I'm not good with it. And I think we shouldn't be focusing on valuing DC so much. We should be focusing on keeping the value for SPS and adding some new sources to burn DC, and not to add more SPS to put the DC problem. Because then what we have now, we have the DC at pack, good, that's really nice. But what happens with SPS? So SPS then is the same. Like SPS is going to get devalued because we don't have enough selling price, and it's a circle. And for me, I'm not for it. But don't take my opinion as granted and make your own research and make your own thoughts. I'm just a random guy on the internet to try to entertain you. And you now know my opinion. If you want me to keep doing this, just leave it in the comments, tell me. And if you don't like it, then I won't continue doing it. But that's all what I have to say. I and I wish you an amazing rest of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed, and bye.